Hello, welcome to my Sudoku study series where I'm going to be doing Arrow the Ninth by Skeptical Mario. Okay, for this puzzle we have standard 9x9 Sudoku rules where you have to place the numbers 1 through 9 in every row, column, and 3x3 box. In addition, we have these arrows on the puzzle where the numbers on the arrows have to sum to the digit in the circle. So if this was an 8, this could be a 5 and a 3, or 6 and a 2, so on and so forth. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward. I'm going to go ahead and get started. Okay, we have a lot of very short arrows, which means the options for these arrows are quite a lot. So that's interesting. But the interesting thing to know is that 9s can't go on the arrows because you can't have a number bigger than 9. So if you put a 9 here, this would have to be at least 10. You can't do it. So this 9 points up, and it also can't go here or here. So in this box, the 9 would have to go in one of these two cells. Similar thing down here, the 9 can't go here. It also can't go along these two arrows, so the 9 has to go in here somewhere. Well, it can't go here. The other thing is 1s can't go in the circles, obviously. Because you can't sum, you can't have two digits summed to a 1. And for most of these, you can't even put a 2 in them. Can any of these actually have a 2 in them? I don't think so. If the arrows went from a circle here and then the arrow went like this, you could do 1 and 1 to get to 2. But all of these either share a box or a row or a column. So every number in the circle has to be at least 3. This number here, you have to have 2 different sums add to this digit. So that means it has to be at least 5, because the only way to add to 4 is 1 and 3. So you can't do that twice. So this has to be at least 5. And actually, it's either 5 or 6, because it can't be 7, 8, or 9. So this is a 5 or 6. And the 1 can't go over here. So if this is a 5, this would have to be a 1, 4 over here, and this would have to be a 2, 3 over here. And if this is a 6, this would have to be a 1, 5 over here, and a 2, 4 over here. That does mean that the 4 is either going in this row or this column, which means 4 doesn't go in any of these cells. For this box, the 9 is going to go over here somewhere. Same thing for this one. For this box, 9 can't go over here. It can't go on the arrow, but it could still go here, 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 or here. So that's not very limiting at the moment. We're definitely going to have a 1 on here, no matter what. If there's a 5 or 6, the 1's definitely going here. So that's something to remember. Which means this has to be at least 5 because we can't have a 1 on here. Actually, this has to be at least 7 because we can't have a 2 on here either. So the smallest this could be is 3, 4, which make this 7. Actually, it has to be 7 because it can't be 8 or 9. Okay, so this is a 7. So what are the ways to get 7? We can't do 2, 5. We can't do 1, 6. So the only other option is 3, 4. So that means 4 can't go down here. So that means this is a 1, 5, so that makes this a 6. Which means this is 2, 4 over here. What do we have left in here? We need a 3, 7, 8, 9, which is not close to being resolved. All right. See, 7 can't go here or here. This box, it's going down here somewhere. It's not super helpful yet. This can't have a 1 on it either, or a 2 or a 4. That's interesting. So the smallest this could be is what? 3, 5? In fact, I think it has to be a 3, 5. Because this can't be 9. It could be a 3, 6 if this 9 wasn't here, but it is there. So this has to be an 8. And this has to be a 3, 5 because it can't be a 2, 6. Can't be a 7, 1 because of this one. So yeah, this is 3, 5. See, the 8 can't go here or here. It also can't go here because this circle can't be a 9, so the 8 can't go on this arrow. So it means the 8 has to go in one of these 3 cells. I think the same thing with the 7 over here. This can't be 7, or this can't be 8 or 9 in this circle, so we can't have a 7 on this arrow. So yeah, 7 is very similar to the 8 over here. Let's see. We can't put a 2 on this line, so this has to be at least 4, because this could be 1, 3. It can't be 5, though. That's interesting, because we can't put 1, 4 here, because 4 is already removed from the rest of this column. And we can't have a 1 here. And we can't do 2, 3. Could we do 6? We could do 1, 5. That works. Actually, we can't. Can't do 1, 5 either. So actually, this cell might be more limited than I thought. So it could be 4. It can't be 5. I don't think it can be 6, because if this was 6, this would have to be... Normally it could be 2, 4, but we can't do 2, 4. We can't do 1, 5. And obviously you can't do 3, 3, so you can't be 6. This can't be 7, it can't be 8. So the only other option is this 3, 9. Wait up, did I consider 7? 7 couldn't be 6, 1. It couldn't be 4, 3. It couldn't be 5, 2, because all of those numbers are removed from this spot. So yeah, this is a 4 or 9. So if this is a 4 or 9, this is either 3, 1, like this. Actually, no, we can't do 3, 1 either. So this has to be 9. Interesting. That means 9 goes down here somewhere. So if this is 9, we could do 8, 1. Can't do 7, 2. We could do 6, 3 this way, but not this way. We can't do 5, 4. So the two options are 1 and 8, or 6 and 3. Actually, I don't think we can do 6, 3 either, because one of these is going to be 3. All right. We need a 3 on both of these. So one of them, the 3 is either going to go here and here or here and here. That does mean a 3 has to go down here. So yeah, this can't be 3, 6. So this is a 1 and an 8. So 1 can't go here now, so this can't be 3. Can't be 4. Can't be 5 because this can't be 3. If it was 6, this could be 4, so this could be 6. Can't be 7, 8, or 9, so yeah, this is a 6, this is a 4. Which makes this a 3 and a 4. That makes this a 5 and a 3. We still need a 6, 7, 9 in this box. Well, 6 and 9 can't go here, so this is a 7. That makes this a 6, 9 pair. We also need a 7 in this column, which can go here or here. This can't be a 6, so this is a 7 or a 9. And this could be any of the 3. Actually, no, this can't be a 9. It's a 6, 7. Okay. We need a 1 in this column. Oh no, we already have the 1 and 5 pair down here. That's right. Let's see. We only need 4 more digits for this row. We need a 1, a 2, a 5, and a 6. The 5 and the 6 can't go on the same line together, because that obviously would be 11. So it's either going to be, if we did 1, 5, this would be 6. We could do that. You can't do 2, 5, because that would make either one of these 7, and we already have a 7 in this row. So the 5 can't go with the 2 or the 6, so we need the 5 to go with the 1. And then the 6 to go with the 2. Which would make these 6 and 8. This is now a 6, 8 pair. In fact, this one is the 8. This one's a 6. This is a 1, 5. This is a 2, 6. Interesting. So we know the 9s are going up here, so these two cells are down to 3 digits, which could be a 1, a 2, or a 4. It's not really resolved at all. I don't feel the need to mark those just yet. We already have a 6 in this row, so this 6 isn't telling us anything. Same with the 8. We need a 1, 3, 5, 7 in these 4 spots, but that's not resolved in the slightest. Actually, this is a 7, 9 pair because the 7, 9 looking down here. So this is 7, 9. That also makes this a pair. This is now a 3, 8, which makes this 2, 5. All right. All right. This cell can no longer be 7, 8, or 9. This one can still be an 8. Could we do even a 3 here and make this a 1, 2? It's possible, I think. That would make this a 5 and a 4. All right, maybe we'll go back to looking where like the 7s could go. Again, they can't go here, and it can't go here or here actually, so we have a 7 placed in this box, which is right here. Which means the 7 goes up here. Oh, meant to corner mark that. Okay. What are these 3 digits? It's 6, 7, 8, I think. Might as well mark it. 8 definitely goes in one of these 2 spots. So back to this. Can we actually, we place this 7. Can we do the same thing with the 8? I don't think so. Well, no, the 8 can't go here or here or here. But this could still be an 8. But if it was, this couldn't be 7, 1. Could it be 6, 2? It could if this is a 6. This is a 2. So yeah, this could still be 8. Can't be 7, can't be 6. Could it be 5? We could do 2, 3 if this is a 4 here. So that still works. Could we do 4? Make this 1, 3, yeah. So this could be 4, 5, or 8. Actually, it could even be 3. Maybe it's these 2 arrows. We can't have a 2 on this arrow, so that makes this at least a 4. As long as this is a 1 up here. Be 1, 3, that works. This could still be 5 if this was 1, 4. Yeah, I'm not sure. That's not very limiting either. We know an 8's going over here. This has to be at least a 6, because a 1 can't go on this line. And a 5 can't go here, so this is at least a 6. It can't be an 8. So this is 6, 7, or 9. If this was 6, couldn't be the 1, 5 because of this 6 up here, or it's already taken up that 1 and 5 there. Could be a 4, 2. 7 could be 4, 3. And 9 couldn't be 5, 4. Could be 6, 3. Or 7, 2. Okay. What am I missing here? Maybe there's some basic Sudoku I'm missing. This one is much more wide open than this one. So are these 2, even. All right, what were these numbers that could go here again? It's 2, 4, 1, 2, 4. Can't be the 9 because the 9's going over here. That doesn't really tell me much. What are the 4 digits up here? We still need a 1, 3, 5, 7. Other than the 7 going here, that doesn't really tell us much either. See, a 1 can't go here, but a 1 could go in any of these 4 spots. We already have the 6 and the 9 over here. We have the 6 up here, and we know the 9 goes in one of these 2, so that's not anything helpful. Maybe there is something special about these arrows down here. Let's go through this again. Obviously, it can't be a 1 or a 2. It could be a 3. Because this could be 1, 2. It could be a 4. Could be a 5. Could be a 6. Can't be a 7 or 8. Can't be a 9. So this is a pretty small number. If it's 3, it's 1, 2. If it's 4, it's 1, 3. If it's 5, it could be 2, 3, or 1, 4. And if it's 6, it could be 4, 2, or 1, 5. Actually, it can't be 1, 5. So if it's 6, it's 4, 2. Actually, it can't be 4, 2 either, because that would break both of these cells. So if it's a 6, it would break either of these cells. So actually, this can't be 6. So we're looking at 1, 2 for the 3, 1, 3 for the 4, or 2, 3 for the 5, or 1, 4 for the 5. Okay. So yeah, that's a fairly small number. Nine can't go up here. That means 9's going down here. Which means 9 is going right here in this box. Okay. Maybe that can really help us, because that eliminates a lot of numbers from here, I think. It also puts a 9 right here, because these two 9s point in here, and a 9 can't go on the arrow, so there's a 9 right here. That puts a 9 down here somewhere, which means a 9 has to go in one of these two spots. That's interesting. I actually think that places a 9 right here, because a 9 can't go here, can't go in either of these spots. Can't go right here, so yeah, this is a 9 for the column. That makes this a 1, 2, 4. So anyway, back to this 6, 7. We can't go 1, 5 for the 6. We could do 2, 4. And for the 7, we can't do 1, 6. We can't do 2, 5, but we could do 4, 3. So no matter what, a 4 is going on one of these two cells. And then it's either a 2 or a 4. All right. So what can this cell be? Can't be a 7 or 8, or a 7 or 9. Could it be an 8? We could do 6, 2. Or even 5, 3. So yeah, it could still be an 8. Can't be a 7, 9, 6. Could it be a 5? It can't be a 5, I don't think. Because if this was a 5, this would be like a 2, 3, or 1, 4, which would remove either 2, 3, or 1, 4 from here, making the other pair the other 2, 3, or 1, 4. Let's say this was 2, 3. That would make this 1, 4, which would also make this a 5. So this can't be a 5. So it's 8. Could it be a 4? Could we do 1, 3? If we did 1, 3, that would make this 2, 4, make this a 6, but 6 doesn't go here. So it can't be a 4. It can't be a 3, because that would make this 1, 2, making this 3, 4, making this 7, but 7 doesn't go there. So this has to be an 8. Which makes this a 3 and an 8. This is no longer a 3, so this isn't a 1, 2. I mean, 1 and 2 can still go here, but not together. So if this is 8, it could be 6, 2. Well, it can't be this way. Or 5, 3. It can't be 1, 7, though. Actually, is that the only spot a 6 can go for this row? Looks like it. 6 can't go here. 6 can't go over here. So yeah, this is a 6, which means this is a 2. This is a 4 and a 2. That makes this a 1, 3, which makes this a 4. Okay, this is no longer a 2. So what are the 4 digits we need still in this box? So 1, 3, 4, 5. 4 can't go up here. That's, oh, 3 and 4 can't go up here. So this is a 3, 4 pair down here. And then this is a 1, 5 pair up here. That also makes a 1, 5 pair for this column, which removes 1 from here. We also have a 3, 4 pair for this column, which means the last 3 digits are 1, 5, and 7. 1 can't go here, so this is a 5 or 7, and this is any of the 3. We know for a fact 7 goes in one of these 2 spots. 6 goes right here. No, we already have a 6 for this box. What am I doing? We need an 8. An 8 goes right here. That's what it is, because of these 2 8s and this 8 right here. So this is an 8. What else do we need in here? 1, 2, do we have? Not sure there's much to do with that box anymore, at least not yet. This is a pair over here now. This is a 3, 6. No, it's not a 3, 6. We have a 3. It's 2, 6. And this is a 2 and this is a 6, which makes this a 2 and a 6. This can no longer be a 2. Which puts a 2 in one of these 2 boxes. Which puts a 2 right here for this row. No, we have a 2. Never mind. Puts a 2 right here for this row. Because these 2's point up and this 2 points over. So this is a 2. This is the only place a 7 can still go, which makes this a 7 over here. The last 3 digits for this row are 1, 5, and 3. Is that resolved at all? Doesn't look like it. What about this row? We have a 1, 2. We need a 3, 4, 5. That doesn't look like it's resolved. I think any of the 3 can go in any of those spots. Okay. Maybe this is more limited now. We only have 4 digits left for this column, so that'll tell us a lot. We know this can't be a 9. We need a 1, 3, 5, 9. So this is a 1, 3, or 5. What about this column? We have a 2. This could still be a 1, so this could still be a pretty small number. We need 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 4, 5. Oh, this can't be a 1 because of this one over here. So this is a 3, 4, or 5. So the smallest this could be is 4. This is a 3 and a 1. It could be 4, it could be 5. This was 1, 4. Can't be a 6 or a 7. So it's 4, 5, 8, or 9. Wait up, could this be a 5? This would make this one 4, which would make this 3, 2. Wait up. No, it would make it 3, 4, which would make this 7. That works. Let's see, this one can't be a 1, so this is a 3, 4, 5 as well. Could this be a 1 still? Yeah, it can be. Okay. All right, we know a 1 is going over here in this box, in one of these 2 cells. This is a pair down here. This is a 5, 9. All right, if this was a 4, this would be a 1, 3. Does that break anything anywhere? I don't see it. If this was a 5, this would be a 1, 4. Wait up, if this was a 4, this would have to be a 1, 3, making this a 3, 1. Oh, you know what? This is a 5 because of this 1, 3 pair. Just notice that. So this is a 5 and a 1. Doesn't really help us out anywhere else, but it's good to know. Anyway, back to this cell. This is a 5. This would be 1, 4. That would make this a 7 over here. Which would make this a 6, and this a 9, and this a 7. And this a 9, and this a 6. I'm not seeing a problem with that. All right, if this was an 8, it would be a 5, 3. That would again make this, actually, if this was a 5, 3, this could still be 6 or 7, because this would be a 4, and this could still be a 2 or a 3. And if this was 9, this would be 5, 4. I'm not seeing the problem with that. There's got to be some interaction between these two lines, I think. Unless there's some basic Sudoku I'm missing somewhere. So we still have this 3, 4 pair. We have a 1, 3, 5. What is this cell? Oh, you know what? This is a 3 because of the 1, 5 pair. I said that earlier that that was a 1, 5 pair. So I just missed it. All right, so this is no longer a 3. That makes this a 4 and this a 3, which makes this a 4. All right. I could have done that so long ago. Okay, so this is no longer a 4. And this is no longer a 5 because how are we getting to 5? The smallest this could be is 1, 3, but this can't be a 4. So 1, 5 is a 6. Actually, this can't be a 1. Because 1, 3 is 4, this can't be 4. 1, 5 is 6, this can't be 6. So yeah, this can't be 1, which makes this total 8. So this is an 8. Okay. That also makes this a 9 here. Which makes this a 5 and a 9. This is a 3 and a 5. This is a 2, 5, 2. So that makes this a 6. This is a 2. This is a 7, 8, 6, 9, 7, 1, 3. 6, 9, 4, 1, 5. This is a 3, I think. This is a 1 and a 4. This is a 5 and a 1. This is a, let's see, 1, 2, this is a 5, 1 and a 5. And finally down here we have a 7 and a 3. And then over here we need a 1, which goes here. And finally a 4. All right. That was fairly interesting. Just eliminating all the different numbers through the various interactions between the arrows. I mean, that's obviously what the whole puzzle is built around, since there's only the one constraint, is really learning how all the arrows interact like that and all the different options you have for each number. But I probably could have done that a little faster if I remembered about this 1, 5 pair over here. Like finding that 3 really sped it up towards the end. So yeah, I didn't remember that I said, oh, that makes a 1, 5 pair over here. And then when I was filling out these digits, I didn't remember that and look down to see that. So probably could have done it faster, but that's okay. All right, remember there's a link in the description for the puzzle. If you're enjoying my videos, remember to leave a like, subscribe, follow. And if you did do the puzzle, let me know how you did.